how y'all doing today? Thanks so much for joining on the Scorched Earth expansion pack that you can get on the DLC store and Steam, and I believe you can actually get it on Xbox One. I don't know. I think so. Anyway, so what we're going to do today is we're going to go over all the new creatures, because they're not dinosaurs, but I might call them dinosaurs. Creatures, dragons, and that ugly thing that keeps looking at me over there. We're going to go over them individually and kind of explain what they do and stuff and how you get them and whatnot. But first we're going to just take a look at all their models and stuff, which are really cool. So here is, I'm going to just call it a Moth. It is the Lymantria? I don't know. I don't really know how you pronounce that, but it looks amazing. I mean, it's really, really cool. And they come in a lot of different colors and designs and stuff, which is really cool. But it's not too bad. You can pretty much find this little guy anywhere around the entire map, except for the outside of the map where the sand is. And pretty much is exactly what he's doing. He'll be just flying around, landing occasionally. He really doesn't get attacked too much, but he does get attacked sometimes. But yeah, he's very slow, so it's pretty easy taming if you really want to get this little guy. This guy does have one defensive mechanism, which is a kind of a slow / sleep speed. It pretty much only activates when you attack him as well, and it does stay on the ground for quite a bit of amount of time. It's around 10 to 15 seconds, and then pretty much that's how he gets away. Alrighty, next up we have the Jug Bug 1 and 2. I'm going to just call them 1 and 2. One is water, the other one is oil. So basically, these are non-tameable, but I've tamed them so they wouldn't stop moving for this little thing. So as you can tell, the water one, pretty easy to determine what it is. It's blue. And the red one has oil, and all you need to do is go up to one and hit E when it has oil. Makes it go back down. You get around 16 to 20 oil-ish. For water, it's pretty much like almost halfway. It kind of feels, it depends on how much water. It really does. It depends on how much water you have for your anagrams and stuff. So, but that is what they look like when they're smaller. Very cool little creatures indeed. Last thing I would like to note on these guys is that when you do take the water from them, so when they're not in this flamboyant form, they will be able to fly. As this state, they are too heavy to fly, so therefore they are just crawling around. So you can take the water. When you take the water from them, they will be scared and run away. So keep that in mind if you want to keep them around. You could kind of corral them into like kind of a pen, maybe some sort, so they can produce more water and oil for you. But for the most part, they're kind of free roaming. Cool little bug things, and yeah, it's kind of cool seeing them. We have the Mantis. It is one of the ugliest looking things, but also adorably amazing because it's really cool. So, as you can see, the model is very standard for a Mantis, although it's got little spikes in the back and such. Very cool. The cool thing about these is you can actually tame them, and when you do, you can actually put items in their hands. So, for instance, a sword. It can have two kind of swords, and why does it have two? Well, that's weird. Take that off. Just a sword. Alright, well that's weird as shit. I don't know why it has a sword and the fire thing, but it's supposed to just have the swords. Actually, Let me take the skin off of the sword. And let's see if it does that way. Okay, so if you have the skin on it, it kind of messes it up. But there you go. There's the little swords and stuff. So it actually doubles as a double bonus for the attack for it, which is really cool. So it's got 2 abilities. Left click, as you can see. Also, it's got a jump, which also does a big slash. So anything you hit, it does like a crap ton of damage. It can shift run, which is really cool. Very nice, very nice. It does not have a C ability or any other abilities at the moment. And it cannot fly like it just can't fly. This is the only thing it can do, like kind of like a jump thing. And take a look at the fire as well. It's very cool. It actually works. It lights up the area with its little torches and stuff. Very, very, very cool. We have the Vulture, which is a pretty accurate interpretation of real-life vultures. Pretty cool, very nice looking model indeed. And you can pick it up, like so. It does shrink the model, but who really cares? I mean, who doesn't want a vulture on your shoulder? Very, very, very cool. I mean, look at that. It's just amazing. So cool. You can throw it. Fly, little one. You can find these pretty much like on the outside of the map, just kind of scavenging and killing. They don't really attack, but they do if you are. If they will attack you if you've killed something and they're hungry. They will pretty much try to come and steal your food, and then they'll pretty much try and attack you. So, but they are a very, very cool looking thing. Very, very cool. A Thorny Dragon. This little guy looks amazing. We'll just take a look at its model real quick. Has a very, very, very nice looking model, I will say, and it has a very cool coloration for it too. Now, this little guy has only 2 abilities, which is a left trigger or left click, which is kind of like a jump slash attack, and it also has kind of like a homing missile with a right click, which is a like spiky little things. This does add teleport to the target, but I don't know if they really do home, but they do go in a kind of location area where I'm pointing at. So not too bad. Pretty cool. And this guy does have a saddle, which is amazing. Look at the saddle. They all have saddles for the most part. I just forget to spawn them in because I feel like it's whatever. But this guy's saddle is very cool because it is a smithy indeed, so you can actually build stuff on him. So it's kind of like the beaver, which actually, now that I think about it, kind of sounds like a beaver, to be honest. But also you have a skin for this little guy, which we can put that on, which is right here, which I don't know how you actually get it. I think it's when you order it, when you actually purchase the DLC itself, and you get a cool little, I don't know, little sun awning thing. I don't know, it's really cool. They did a really good job with this guy. I think he looks amazing. And by the way, he is a carnivore. Can you believe that? He's a freaking carnivore. He is not a herbivore, but doesn't matter. He's still adorable. on our list is the Morellatops. I think that's how you pronounce it. This one is a very cool and unique kind of thing because it actually stores water, and we'll take a look at that in a minute. But first, we'll take a look at the model. So it is a herbivore. It can store water. Very cool. It kind of reminds me of a rhino slash, I don't know what you'd say, camel, I guess. I don't know, as well as like a turtle kind of thing because it's got that like kind of beak kind of going in the front. But it's a very, very kind of cool looking model. Oh, and there's a little animation and stuff. So he is a herbivore. He's not the fastest thing, and it's kind of like a trike as well. So that is his right click ability. And his left click for his mouse. Very, very cool. He does not have a C animation or anything, but that is fine. So it's kind of like a trike. Holds water and holds a lot of resources for you transport stuff. All you need to do is bring him to a water source like so. So we're just going to plop him in, and then he just starts drinking the water. Now you can bring him to a well as well. It's pretty much any kind of water resource that you want. He does this little animation of drinking. And when you get thirsty, all you need to do is hold E on him. And you can, if you have a canteen or a water container or some sort in your inventory, you can actually just fill it up like so. Or you can just take a drink directly from him. Which is kind of cool, but also kind of disturbing, because where does the water come out of? Do you just drill a hole into his little pouch of water? I don't know. That's a mystery to be solved some other day. The most cutest thing added to ARK to this date, which is the Jerboa. I think that's how you pronounce it. He looks amazing. Very cool. I named mine Gnar. He kind of looks like Gnar from League of Legends. I don't play League anymore, but a lot of people from the streams and stuff wanted me to name one Gnar, so I did. So here he is. This cool thing is kind of like a little monkey because you can dress it up. So you can put like a little head on it. If you don't like that head, you can give it a knight in shining armor helmet. I mean, possibilities are endless on what this guy can look like. Very, very cool. My personal opinion, favorite is just a regular sand helmet. Very, very, very cool. Very cool. Now, the cool thing about these guys is they do a bunch of different notifications, which are, we'll go over those in a second as well. What I mean about that is they can tell you what kind of storms are coming, and I'll show you at the end what they look like. So here he is. What you can pick him up like that. Very, very cool. Actually, here, let's get him off. Let's put a little helmet on him so he matches. There we go. Very, very so cool. Very, very, very cool. So that means a lightning storm's coming. Okay. Thank you for telling me that. I actually needed to record that. Recording it right now. This thing's adorable, though. I think this is probably one of their best models. These beautiful looking rocks. No, I am just kidding. These are the rock elementals and the rock rubble one. Very, very cool. So as you can tell, they have a kind of unique kind of looking form. They're pretty much rocks disguised. And it's pretty funny. So how you get this guy? All you need to do is unearth it, and there you go. Very, very, very cool. This is probably one of the coolest things from this DLC, next to the dragons or the wyverns, you call them. But it's Really cool. They also kind of look like Malphite from League of Legends, and they are tameable, but good luck trying to tame them because they are pretty difficult. Pretty difficult indeed. Very, very, very cool. So let's take a look. So let's take a look at his animation. So this guy does have a left click, right click, and a C. So here is his left click. Very nice. His right click is a throw of the rock, which is very, very cool. We can actually aim it a little bit. See if we can hit the Alpha Wyvern over there. Kind of. Does a lot of AoE damage. A lot of damage. And here is the C attack, which in my opinion is probably one of the coolest. Very, very cool. Now this guy is pretty much the upgraded rock collector. He does collect a ton of rocks. It is crazy how much rocks he collects. Very, 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 very cool. You can get off of him. And now what you can do is also, if you don't want to have him out in the open, just hide him away. Look at that. Back into a rock. And have fun trying to tame it. They will chase you for a long, long, long time. And when they stop chasing you, they will turn back into a rock. So that's how you find them in the wild, is a rock. Here is the other one, which I forgot the name of it. I think it's called the Rubble one. Rubble one, yep. So he is a smaller one. This one you can find in caves as well. This one's more of a cave dweller, but you can find this on the outside as well. He has all the same animations and stuff, but the camera is zoomed out so much for some reason. I don't know why. Very, very cool. And we can actually, here, I'll just show you what it looks like for harvesting rocks. Very, very, very cool. And there you go. So that is the Rubble little one. I don't know why your camera's zoomed out. It's probably just a visual glitch at the moment. But, yeah. Pretty cool, I will say, both of them. One of my favorite things from this DLC. We have the Wyverns or slash dragons. I call them dragons because I always forget how to pronounce Wyverns. I don't know why, I'm just an idiot. Anyways, so there's 3 different types, but there is also a 4th type, which is not in the game, but this is more easier for the devs to code if they want to add other kind of dragons or whatnot and stuff. This is like the default one. You can spawn in it if you want. It's just called the Fire Wyvern, or it's the regular one. Oh, this is the regular one. My bad. So here is the regular one. This one just has no other special textures or anything, but it is regularly designed. I mean, it's pretty much a blank slate if they wanted to add any other ones, because all you could do is pop the head off, add a new head, add different styles to the Wyvern itself, and there you go. Boom! You can add a bunch of new Wyverns. Very, very cool. Take a look at the default one. So you cannot get this one in game, but you can spawn it if you want. It does shoot fire. Very, very cool still. The dragons do have a bunch of animations, so as you can tell, they do have a left click, a right click depending on what their elemental is, as well as a C, which is a grab of some sorts. Not a very good one. It's very hard to grab stuff, I've noticed. You can grab multiple kind of things. It's kind of like a Quetzal. It's kind of like a little bit worse than a Quetzal, but overall it's pretty cool. Very, very, very cool. So let's take a look at the other ones. So you cannot tame these. There is a special way on how you actually get the regular Wyverns. You actually need to collect eggs, which I have an egg here for a demonstration purpose. So here is the egg itself. This is a very, very cool, and we'll explain how to actually get one in a minute at the end. But here you go. These are the different elements you can get. So here you have a lightning one. Very, very, very cool. That kind of reminds me of a water one, because it's got like kind of water fins and stuff. And this one does shoot lightning bolts at the target. Very, very, very cool. It's got little lightnings all over its body with the wing pattern. Very, very cool. It's got the same C and left click. Very, very, very cool. And yes, it can move on the ground if you would like. And that one's flying away for some reason. Why are you flying away? Hey, stupid. Get back here. We're doing a video. Anyway, so that is the lightning one. Here's the poison one. Now, the poison one is probably one of the scariest ones, I will say. The reason why, it kind of looks like a Dilo. Yeah. It's very, very scary looking. I mean, look at that shit. That looks like it's hell. Very, very cool, though. And I also forgot to mention, when you are on the ground, they do have a wing attack kind of sort. It's more of like a taunt, to be honest, that you can do. But here is the poison one, so what he does, shoots poison. Poison acid. Freaking scary as shit. But he's really cool. I don't know. It's very cool. And lastly, we have the fire one that I was talking about earlier. This is kind of your standard Wyvern. It does have a very, very cool, like, kind of texture on the wings, as you can tell. And you can definitely tell the difference on which one is which. So, obviously, the fire ones have a red and black kind of coloration. They do have a kind of orange color as well. And the blue ones have very blue kind of colorations, and the green one has green colorations. Very, very cool. Get a dragon egg itself. Well, for one, you have stuff that can kill dragons very, very quickly. What you need to do is kill dragons and get the egg fast as possible. So as you can tell over here, we are in the southern area on the map. This is a ravine area that you can find dragons as well as find dragon eggs. So we can just look down here. Now there should be a dragon egg that I did see a minute ago in here. See if we can find it without getting ourselves killed by all these other dragons. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I want to show you guys how to get one. Pretty much, you could probably just tame an RG on this map, get super speed. Ah, here's the egg. So first we're gonna do is kill these guys. Hold on. Oh! Oh! Fire! We're on fucking fire! Yeah. Have fun trying to get a freaking egg. Have fun. That's what I'm gonna say. Alright. Ooh, let's land. Let's see if we can do a land. Come on, land. See if we can kill the lightning one. You can't, like, actually use my elemental weapon because lightning doesn't affect. Just bite. There we go. Alright. So what you're gonna do, kill everything around it, and then come up to it. What you're gonna do is pick the damn thing up. And now, your fucking dragon or something's gonna fly away. Come back here! What you do is run quickly back on your thing before everything comes and kills you! Ah! And fly away! Oh, oh. And that's how you get an egg. For the most part, what you're gonna really want to do is have a group of people. When you pick up the egg itself, they will try to attack you and kill you because of the egg, and they will chase you for a long time. Each wyvern has a different color egg for their different styles. So right now we just picked up another lightning one. You can pick up the fire one, which is more of an orange, and the poison one is a greenish kind of egg. So have fun trying to find those, have fun trying to get them, and also when you look at the egg itself, so here's the one that we just picked up, you can tell what the levels of the parents were. So obviously it was level 32, level 32, so you'll have one between a level 20 to 32, and this one is garbage. This one would be like a level 5 or 6. It really depends, and these guys are going to chase me forever now. Oh boy. Alpha Dragon, or the Wyvern, you would call it. I just like saying dragon. I will say dragon for all of them, but they are called Wyverns. This guy is crazy. So when you kill it, it did have a bunch of milk in it, but it kind of expired. It's kind of old. But this guy, you can find him pretty much around the area where you can find other dragon, which is the left side, which is just back over here. There's like a giant ravine. They usually fly outside the ravine area and such. But these guys are really cool. So there is only a fire one at the moment right now. And it has all the same animations and everything, except for it's just an alpha, which is a lot faster, and it hits a lot harder than a normal dragon, you would say. Very cool. And it still has all the animations, just like the other dragons. Very, very, very cool. Is the Deathworm. Now, this is like kind of a little mini raid boss that you can do. This is not the alpha one. The alpha one we'll take a look at in a second as well. You cannot tame this guy, but he is pretty dangerous and kind of scary, to be honest. He looks kind of terrifying, and he continuously follows me and stuff. Now, the way to find these guys is in the sand area, which are all over the map itself. They're not really found in the inland area. They can be found there, but they cannot be found mostly. They can be mostly found outside. And pretty much what they do, let's see if we can do it, is... Oh, he's not gonna swim away, but he's gonna fly away. Come here. There he goes. And there he goes. Gone forever. Gone forever. Now he should be like... Oh, there you go. And then he pops up when you walk over him. But most of the time, you'll never, like, honestly find it. Unless you walk over it. I think that's, like, a little indicator right here. That's a little indicator to find it. Not too bad. So, that is the Deathworm, not the alpha version. Have is the Manticore. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it kind of is a demon thing. This is one of the bosses that you can fight. The only boss, literally, on the entire map. It is a dragon slash tiger slash scorpion. I know it means something probably in Greek mythology or something. I honestly don't know, but it is pretty crazy. You cannot tame it. You can kill it, but it is pretty cool. So it probably has one of the best turning radius in the game. And it also can fly. Obviously, it can fly. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Very cool thing. And obviously, you're not supposed to be able to tame it. So when you try to get off of it, you kind of get stuck in its, like, fur area. But, yeah, we'll take a look at where he actually is. The arena at the end of the video. that is it for this video. If you guys like the video, leave a thumbs up, like, share, comment, name it. Hopefully I covered all the basics of like kibble and like the golem taming. I mean, everything else is pretty standard. You just shoot it with like tranks and other shit and you tame it and stuff. So anyways, hopefully I did a pretty good job on the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you guys liked the video, leave a thumbs up, like, share, comment, name it. There will be a separate video coming out maybe today, or I might push it out until tomorrow. It is me versus the boss for this Scorched Earth, the Manticore. I think that's how you say it. I think that's how it was. I forgot. Actually, was it him? Yeah, the Manticore, whatever how you say it. But anyways, that is it. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.